My girlfriend walked out saying I'd chase her like always. I didn't text, call, or ask questions. The silence that followed shifted the power completely and forced her to see me very differently. Fine. Leave then. I'm done waiting for you to grow up and fight for us. She stood at my apartment door, car keys jangling in her hand, that familiar fire in her eyes. The fire that used to make me panic. The fire that used to send me running after her, apologizing, begging, promising to be better. But this time, I just looked at her from the couch. I didn't move. I didn't speak. I watched her face shift from anger to confusion in real time. "Did you hear me?" she said, voice sharper now. "I heard you. And nothing, Rebecca. If you want to leave, leave." Her mouth opened slightly. She wasn't used to this. Neither was I, honestly. For 3 years, we'd been locked in this exhausting cycle. She'd get upset about something, storm out, and I'd chase. I'd text within minutes, call within the hour, show up at her place with apologies and flowers. And every time, she'd come back. But every time, she'd lost a little more respect for me. I could see it in her eyes. The way she'd roll them when I apologized too quickly. The way she'd sigh when I asked what I did wrong. The way she'd smile, not warmly, but like she'd won something. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. I'm 28. She's 26. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party, and for the first 6 months, things were incredible. But somewhere along the line, we fell into this pattern. She'd test me. I'd fail by succeeding. Because every time I chased her, I proved I loved her. But I also proved I had no backbone. "You're seriously not going to say anything else?" she asked, still standing in the doorway. "What do you want me to say?" "I want you to care." "I do care. But I'm not doing this anymore." Her eyes narrowed. "Doing what?" "This. The drama. The walkouts. The games." She laughed, but it sounded forced. "Games? I'm not playing games. I'm trying to get you to show up emotionally. I've been showing up for 3 years, Rebecca. Every single time you've walked out, I've come after you. And it's never enough. Because you don't mean it. You just do it to shut me up." I shook my head slowly. "No. I did it because I was afraid of losing you. But I'm more afraid of losing myself." She stared at me like I'd grown a second head. "So what, you're just done?" "I didn't say that. You're the one leaving. Because you won't fight for me. I've been fighting for you since day one. I'm just not fighting the way you want me to anymore." She stood there for a long moment, her hand still on the doorknob. I could see her brain working, calculating, waiting for me to crack. I didn't. Finally, she scoffed. "Fine. I'll make this easy for you." She walked out and slammed the door behind her. I sat there in the silence of my apartment, my heart pounding. Part of me wanted to jump up, run after her, fix it like always. But I didn't. I stayed on the couch. I picked up my phone. No text. I opened Netflix. I put on a show I'd been meaning to watch. And I waited. An hour passed. Usually by now, I'd have sent 3 texts and called twice. 2 hours. My phone stayed silent. She was waiting too. 3 hours. I went to bed. The next morning, I woke up to nothing. No missed calls. No texts. No apology. No, "I'm sorry, I overreacted." Nothing. I made coffee. I went to the gym. I came home and worked on a project I'd been putting off. My phone stayed silent. By day 2, I started to wonder if I'd miscalculated. Maybe this time was different. Maybe she really was done. But I still didn't reach out. Day 3, my best friend Chris called. "Dude, Rebecca texted me." "What did she say?" "She asked if you were okay. Said you haven't talked to her in days." I almost laughed. "What did you tell her?" "I said you seemed fine." "Are you fine?" "Honestly, yeah, I kind of am." "Bro, that's wild. You're usually a mess when she pulls this." "I know. So what changed?" I thought about it. I just got tired, man. Tired of proving myself. Tired of feeling like I'm always one mistake away from her leaving. Tired of the constant test. "She's testing you right now, you know." "I know. But I'm not playing anymore." Chris was quiet for a second. "Good for you, honestly. She's been walking all over you for a while." "Yeah. You think she'll come back?" "Probably. But I don't know if I want her to." That was the truth. For the first time in 3 years, I felt light. I wasn't anxiously checking my phone. I wasn't replaying our fight in my head. I wasn't wondering what I could have said differently. I was just existing. And it felt good. Day 4, she posted on Instagram. A mirror selfie. Looking good. Caption, "Know your worth." I didn't like it. I didn't comment. I didn't even look at it for more than 2 seconds. Day 5, she texted. "Can we talk?" I stared at the message. My old self would have responded immediately. "Yes. When?" Where? I'm sorry. Let's fix this. But I didn't. I waited 3 hours. Then I replied, about what? She didn't respond for an hour. About us. About what happened. I think you made it pretty clear how you felt. I was upset. You know how I get. Yeah, I do. So can we talk or not? If you want to talk, come over. I'm not driving all the way there just for you to be cold. I'm not being cold. I'm just not chasing you anymore. No response. Day 6. She called. I let it ring. She called again. I answered on the 3rd call. Hello. Why are you ignoring me? I'm not. I'm just busy. Busy? You're never too busy for me. Things change, Rebecca. What's that supposed to mean? It means I'm not dropping everything every time you decide you want attention. Silence. You're being really hurtful right now. I'm being honest. No, you're being petty. You're punishing me. I'm not punishing you. I'm just not rewarding bad behavior anymore. Bad behavior? Are you serious? You walked out on me. Again. For the 10th time this year. And every time, I come running. Not this time. So what? You're just done? I don't know. Are you? Another silence. I don't understand you right now. That's okay. You don't have to. Fine. She hung up. I felt a strange mix of relief and sadness. Relief because I'd finally stood my ground. Sadness because part of me still loved her. But love wasn't enough anymore. Day 7. She showed up at my door. I wasn't expecting it. I opened the door, and there she was, mascara smudged, eyes red. Can I come in? I stepped aside. She walked in slowly, like she was entering unfamiliar territory. She sat on the edge of the couch. I sat in the chair across from her. I don't know what's happening, she said quietly. What do you mean? With us? With you? You've never been like this. Like what? Distant. Cold. Like you don't care. I do care. But I care about myself too now. She looked down. I thought you loved me. I do love you. But I don't love what we've become. What have we become? Toxic. Exhausting. A cycle of you leaving and me begging you to stay. She wiped her eyes. I didn't mean for it to be like that. Maybe not. But that's what it is. So what do you want? I want a relationship where I'm not constantly afraid you're going to walk out. I want a partner, not someone I have to chase. I just wanted to feel like you cared. I've shown you I care 1,000 times. But it's never enough. Because the problem isn't me. It's you. Her head snapped up. Me? Yes. You need the chaos. You need the drama. You need me to prove my love over and over because you don't believe you're worth loving unless someone's fighting for you. Her lip trembled. That's not fair. Maybe not. But it's true. She stood up. So that's it. You're just giving up on me. I'm not giving up. I'm just not participating in the game anymore. It's not a game. Then what is it? She didn't answer. She just stood there, tears streaming down her face. And for the first time, I didn't feel the need to fix it. I didn't stand up. I didn't hug her. I didn't apologize. I just sat there. I should go, she finally said. Okay. She looked at me like she was waiting for me to stop her. I didn't. She walked to the door, opened it, paused. You really don't care anymore, do you? I care. I just care about my peace more. She left. This time, I didn't watch her go. I went back to my show. Week 2. She started texting more frequently. I miss you. Can we try again? I'll do better. I promise I won't walk out anymore. I responded occasionally, but kept it brief. I need time. I'm not ready. Let's see. I wasn't trying to manipulate her. I genuinely didn't know what I wanted. Part of me missed her. Missed the good times, the laughter, the connection we had when things were good. But I also remembered the bad. The fights. The accusations. The constant walking on eggshells. Week 3. She asked to meet for coffee. I agreed. We sat across from each other at a small cafe downtown. She looked different. Softer. Less combative. Thank you for meeting me, she said. Of course. I've been thinking a lot. About us. About me. About why I do the things I do. I waited. I talked to my therapist. I raised my eyebrows. You're seeing a therapist? She nodded. I started after our last fight. I realized something was wrong. Not with you. With me. What did you realize? That I have this pattern. I push people away to see if they'll come back. Because if they come back, it means they love me. And if they don't, then I was right. I'm not worth loving. I felt a pang of sadness for her. Rebecca, I know it's messed up. I know I put you through hell. And I'm sorry. I believed her. For the first time in 3 years, I genuinely believed she was sorry. I appreciate that. Do you think we can try again? I took a deep breath. I don't know. What would it take? Time. Consistency. Proof that things are actually different. I can do that. You've said that before. I know. But this time I mean it. We'll see. We talked for another hour. It was the calmest conversation we'd had in months. No accusations. No deflection. Just honesty. When we left, she hugged me. It felt familiar. Comfortable. But I didn't let myself get lost in it. Month 2. We started talking more regularly. She kept going to therapy. She stopped walking out when we disagreed. She started communicating instead of manipulating. And slowly, I started to trust her again. But I also kept my boundaries. When she tried to guilt me into canceling plans with friends, I said no. When she got upset about something small, I didn't apologize just to keep the peace. I stayed calm. I stayed firm. And something amazing happened. She respected me more. I could see it in the way she looked at me, the way she talked to me, the way she responded when I set boundaries. Instead of fighting me, she listened. Instead of testing me, she trusted me. Month 3. She asked if we could make it official again. I told her I needed more time. She didn't freak out. She didn't walk away. She just said, "Okay, I'll wait." And that meant everything. Month 4. I asked her to be my girlfriend again. Not because I was afraid of losing her. Not because I felt pressured, but because I genuinely wanted to. Because she'd done the work. Because we'd both grown. Because the relationship felt different. Healthier. Stronger. More real. Now, 6 months later, we're in a better place than we've ever been. We still fight sometimes. But we don't play games. We don't test each other. We don't walk out. We talk. We listen. We respect each other. And I learned something important through all of this. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is stop chasing. Stop enabling. Stop rewarding behavior that hurts you both. Because real love isn't about the chase. It's about the choice to stay. Not out of fear, but out of respect. And when someone knows you won't chase them, they have 2 choices. They can walk away and never look back. Or they can realize what they're about to lose and choose to stay. Rebecca chose to stay. But more importantly, she chose to change. And I chose myself. That silence after she walked out wasn't cruelty. It wasn't punishment. It was self-preservation. It was me finally saying, I'm worth more than this. And somehow, that message got through louder than any text, call, or apology ever could. The power didn't shift because I played games. It shifted because I stopped playing. And in that silence, we both heard the truth. That love without respect is just attachment. And I wasn't willing to settle for that anymore. Neither was she.